Hello everyone. The PFRDA Grade A 2022 Phase 2 exam is going to be held on 4th December 2022, which leaves you with only 12 days to the exam. So what should be your strategy, what you should focus on, what all you should be studying in these 12 days is what we are going to discuss today in this video. Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you are always updated about the latest updates related to the various exams. So the result for PFRDA Phase 1 came out last night, and there have been a lot of selections for the Phase 2. If we talk about the stream wise, for general, more than 5,000 students have been moved to the Phase 2 level. For finance around 216, IT 108, for research economics 225, for legal are more than 500, and for Rajbhasha 79 candidates have been shortlisted for Phase 2. This is against the vacancies of 15 for general, 2 each for finance and legal, and 1 each for IT, research and Rajbhasha stream. So the competition is going to be high. It is likely that they have made a generic cutoff for Phase 1 to allow majority of the students, maximum students, to go to Phase 2, something similar to what the strategy SEBI has been following. And here your Phase 2 is going to be tough because usually 10 times the vacancies is what they will call for the interview stage, which means, you know, out of these around 3 to 4% would go to the interview, would clear Phase 2 for the interview session. So similarly, a lot of competition will be seen in other streams also. So you have to give your best, and here it is very, very likely, and what we have seen in the past trend also, between Phase 1 and Phase 2, there will be the level increase in the type of questions that are asked in Phase 2. So quickly looking at the exam pattern will again have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 will be common for all streams, and paper 2, here I will talk more about the general stream. So paper 1 is your descriptive English, where 3 questions come. These 3 questions actually consist of your essay, a précis, and an RC. So there are the 3 questions, 60 minutes you are given. You have to write and type an essay using a keyboard. So your drafting skills are tested over here. The paper 2 will be same as what it was in Phase 1, consisting of the 7 subjects of commerce and accountancy, management, finance, costing, companies act, economics, and the pension sector. Same MCQ format. There will be 50 questions of 2 marks each, totaling 100 marks. You will be given 40 minutes to this. As of now, the notification does not mention about the weightages of these 2 papers. However, if I go by the past trend, this is likely to be given in the information handout for the call letter. So please do take this into account. Last year, paper 1 and paper 2, the weightage of paper 1 was 1/3 and paper 2 was 2/3. It is likely to be same this year. We will, however, keep looking out for the information handout once it is released. So you have to keep this in mind. So now what will be the strategy? You have to focus on 3 aspects while preparing for your Phase 2. First is your descriptive English. Second is your syllabus related concepts in paper 2. And the third will be the numerical and news based kind of questions that will come in paper 2. In paper Phase 1 also, we did see the numericals had come for paper 2. However, they were very direct and easy level. In Phase 2, expect more numericals to come in. You may also expect some numericals to come in from other sections like finance and economics, apart from the general subjects of accounts and costing, where numericals are expected, right? So how you should prepare for it. But before I move on to talk about paper 2 in detail, let me remind you, do not neglect paper 1. Paper 1, which is your descriptive English, many of the candidates actually neglect this, do not prepare or practice for this, and then struggle in the actual exam or miss out selection because they are not able to clear paper 1 cutoff or minimum marks that are required. This has happened in various other exams previously, like SEBI IT. Many students who got 100 marks in their IT subject were unable to make it to the interview stage because they did not clear the minimum criteria for the descriptive English. So please do not neglect it. Do not forget to practice for it. So how you can spend these 12 days is do focus around 2-3 hours daily for 5 days at least on your descriptive English. This is minimum because at least you should use this time to give and write mock tests for descriptive English and then analyze and practice more. So at least giving 2 or 3 hours for 5 days is minimum you should be giving for your descriptive English. The remaining 7 days can be spent for your paper 2 revision. Why I say revision is because the syllabus is exactly the same what it was in your phase 1. So now focus on revising your notes that you have made during phase 1 or the topics that you left later on for the phase 2 part. So the focus here should also be on revising the syllabus and writing a mock test daily. So write one mock test for paper 2. Practice numericals separately also, not just from accounts and costing, but also few topics from your economics and finance, and I will tell you which ones you can do here. So let's look at first the paper 1, which is descriptive English. How you can practice. If you are doing on your own, you can pick up any editorial part in the newspaper and try to write yourself around 200 words to see how you are writing, and then you can check any for grammar errors. At iExamB, we do provide 5 mock tests for descriptive English. They are available in the PFRDA course, these 5, and then they are actually built in a manner as per the exam platform. So you are giving space to type your actually answers. 3 questions as are in the exam pattern are given to you in the same manner. So you can practice this. After you write, practice and submit, individual evaluation is done at iExamB by the faculty who read your answers, tell you what the errors have been and how you can improve upon them. A detailed feedback is given, and for PFRDA, given the short time, the answers will be sent to you within 24 hours, so which will help you analyze your performance. Coming to paper 2, you need to practice and keep revising all the 7 subjects. Keep focusing, keep the syllabus as your guide, and make sure that you have conceptual clarity to be able to do different kind of questions. So in your commerce and accountancy, pay attention to the conventions and rules, the accounting standards specifically related to depreciation, revenue, inventory and fixed assets, financial statements and ratios, and the presentation of financial statements under schedule 3. That is also important. For your share transactions, yes, there are many. I am not asking you to leave out any. However, do definitely do revise for ESOPs, buyback and forfeiture of shares. Moving to the Companies Act, again prospectus and allocation, similar as what we had been doing in phase 1, that will currently also remain valid. Your shares and debentures related questions like premium shares being issued at premium and discount, preference shares and debentures issue related rules and regulations, and dividend rules and timelines should be taken care of. Auditors appointment and disqualification part again should be good, and also their tenure, directors and meeting rules. There have been certain changes that SEBI has brought out related to the directors appointment recently. So please go through that also, in addition to what is mentioned under the Companies Act. Under finance, your financial markets, the IPO rules, the money market will remain important parts. Keep revising all the different kinds of entities, intermediaries that exist in the financial markets and also in the financial system, and who regulates them. So one question related to regulation is usually always asked. Another topic that you should go through is the derivatives. Here also very simple level kind of questions in terms of the option premium price, not the calculation of option price, but when one is exercising, what is the in the money amount, what is the out of the money amount, how much margin has to be given. These kind of simple numericals, direct numericals also you can practice for phase 2 level if you are already comfortable with the other topics. This should not be done if you are weak in other topics as the primary part of study in this last time, and certain recent developments that are happening in the financial sector and the pension sector. For economics, demand and supply and market structures theoretically will remain the most important, followed by ISLM and monetary aggregates. Okay, the monetary and fiscal policy, your national income and inflation related, and any recent developments will be the areas you should focus on. In costing, go through the primary definitions, what job costing is, what contract costing is, what batch costing is, how they differ from each other, and your overall marginal costing and break-even related concepts, absorption costing, standard costing, and lean systems should be revised. For management and pension sector, again, the functions and roles of manager will continue to be important. Leadership styles and motivation. Pick up motivation and morale topic more in this paper. HRD, the job related terminology, revise those. Communication, there was nothing that has been asked in phase 1, so communication is likely to be more focus in the phase 2. NPS and APY from the pension sector, your EPF and other schemes, and PFRDA and related intermediaries will be other important aspects to focus on from the pension sector. Numericals, as I said, ratios, depreciation and inventory will continue to be important. Some questions related to your buyback rights and ESOP simple calculations, break-even, PV variances, and cash flow related questions can be expected. And in economics and finance, as I mentioned, economics simple demand and supply equilibrium related questions or national income calculation when all the data is given to you and putting in the formula can be also practiced here. So use your time judiciously. These 12 days can be very, very important for you for your PFRDA phase 2 exam. iExamB has launched a crash course for all the streams: general, finance, IT, legal, Rajbhasha, and it is available at a flat 60% off as of now by using the code PFRDA60. So you can avail this. In this you will get your descriptive tests also and your paper 2 test also, in addition to the existing content in the form of videos, study notes, and a lot of practice tests. So wishing you all the best and thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.